Welcome, welcome. We've got a short, sweet, spicy one on deck for us. Think of it like the new modern day take on 8-minute abs, but it's 7-minute sculpt. So let's see what we can crank out in 7 minutes because we know those nap windows are so sacred. So start by laying down on your side, whichever side, dealer's choice. You can let your head rest in your hand. Line your back up with the back line of the mat, bend the knees, hug the heels in towards your chest. Scoop that bottom waist up and away from the floor and then fall into that top hand. Peel both ankles and feet off the floor as you lift the top leg up for elevated clamshells. Just lower and lift. Squeezing through your outer thigh and your side seat, up and down here for 3, 2 feet 1 inch higher. Let's go. Hold that top leg at the highest point. Small pulses down 1 inch and up. Lifting through those low abs, squeezing through the outer thigh and side seat. You're looking straight ahead. And if the neck feels funky here, you can always let that bottom arm come long, letting your head rest in the bicep. All right, we're gonna add on. You are gonna lower that top leg down, lower the ankles. Float the top leg up so that the shins are parallel. Internally rotate, tap the knees. Externally rotate, tap the toes. These are your rainbows. Abs still drawing in. Try to avoid looking down towards your thighs. Just finding that internal rotation and then opening up external rotation. Ooh, that booty burn though. 2 more. Up and over. Last one, and hold the feet together. 1 more, lift both feet up like a lucky little leprechaun, squeezing through that outer thigh and side seat, falling into that front hand, hollowing out the core. 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all the way down. Whew. Well, there they are. Roll onto your back. Hug the heels in towards your seat. Toes are pointed straight ahead. Let's take that imaginary $100 bill, smack it right between those cheeks, and squeeze it like your life depends on it. Tuck your tailbone under as you rise the hips up, lifting into this glute bridge. Imagine you're pressing your knees over your toes for that length through the quads. And then from here, lower the hips 1 inch, exhale, lift, squeeze. Pressing through big toe, pinky toe, and heel of the foot. And at the same time, for a little more hamstring activation, imagine pulling your heels in towards your seat. That's gonna really make sure we get right into that smile line where the hamstring meets the glutes. Hold the hips up high at the highest point. Press heavy into that left foot. Float the right leg up to a 90-degree angle. Lower the right leg down, plant it, float the left leg up, and lower. Hips stay balanced and level here. Like the leveler I use to hang these beautiful curtains behind me. Imagine that leveler balancing on your hips here. Lift and lower. Continue to march through these. Last 2. Last 1. Hips all the way up. Squeeze those knees together like you're popping a balloon and pulse. Now watch those ribs. Make sure they're pulling down and in and the hips are still lifting. Inner thighs are firing as you try to squeeze those thighs together. Just 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncurl that spine, lower it all the way down. Roll over onto your other side for clamshells. So, coming over to meet you. Hug the heels in towards your seat. Lift up out of that bottom waist. Hollow out through your core as you fall into your front hand. Both feet up off the floor and then float that top leg up for these elevated clamshells. If you're new here, you know that Sam rhymes with clam and that we've been calling these clamshells for a long time. And if it rhymes, apparently that's really the extent of my marketing skills. So here we are. Squeezing through that outer thigh and that side seat, feeling that side booty burn. You have 2, down and all the way up for pulses. Last 1, hold it up at the top, down 1 inch and up, small pulses. Peeling your feet just 1 inch higher towards the sky. Peeling that top leg up to really feel that outer thigh side seat burning here. 3, 2, 1, and lower it all the way down. Ooh, go ahead from right here. We're gonna move into rainbows. So knees together, ankles apart. Lift that top leg up and over. Tap the toes together. Up and over. Tap the knees together. Finding that big rotation internally and externally through that hip. Feeling that femur just moving around. As my mom would always say, juicing up the joints, which sounds like she's hanging out with Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg a little bit, but you do you, Mama Bear, you do you. Lift up, internally rotate, and externally rotate. This is going to be the last one. Hold those feet together with the legs open and then float both feet up off the floor in this elevated lift, like a lucky little leprechaun. Hold it up, hold it up, hold it up. 3, 2, and finally release. Lower it all the way down. Short and sweet, baby, short and sweet. Roll flat onto your back. Let's finish with that booty burn right here. Some single leg activation, toes point straight ahead. Squeeze that $100 bill right between those cheeks. Tuck the tailbone under, roll it all the way up. Keep your ribs in line with your hips right here so that the ribs don't splay out and up. Sink heavy into the left foot as you float the right leg up to a 90-degree angle. While that right leg is lifted, you're going to extend it out long. Exhale, pull it in. Extend and in. Just 3 and 2. Exhale as that knee drives back in. Last one. Send the right leg straight up. My can dancers, we can do it. Pulse up and out of that left cheek. Keeping those hips level. Up and down 3. Up and down 2. Hold it all the way up at the top. Bend the right knee. Plant the right foot. Let's go. Left side. Left knee floats up. Extend out long and in. Hips stay level. I start to feel myself sometimes tilting here, but I want you to lift up and out of the left hip at the same time so that they stay balanced. Ooh, hold the left knee bent right here. Extend the left leg straight up towards the sky. Pulse up and out of the right cheek. Up and down 5, 4, leg is straight 3, 2, hold it all the way up. Bend the left knee, plant the left foot from right here. We're almost done. We're just gonna finish one quick set of marches. Squeeze the seat together. Extend the right leg up, lower. Left leg up and lower. This is that can. We can. Lift and kick. There should be no arch really in that low back, but it's a squeeze from the glutes that's happening here to lift things up. Ribs drawing down. Last 3, last 2, last 1. Lower both feet and uncurl that spine. Untucking your pelvis is the very last step. Hug your knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a great big hug. Whoo. Grab behind those thighs. Rock and roll yourselves up to seated. Well, that was special. I hope your booties think of me later. See you later.